G'day, it's Shane here from Lonely Grape TV again, and welcome to my home bar, and thank you for helping me share McLaren Vale wines of the world. Surprise, surprise, two wines today, as per normal, and they're both from Thorpe Wines, which is a small McLaren Vale producer, very small McLaren Vale producer, which I was very lucky to spend some time with yesterday, looking at their wines and checking out the vineyards. So without further ado, let's get into the wanky thing. So Thorpe Wines Chardonnay 2008 McLaren Vale. This the concept with this wine is it's not estate grown. The wines or the grapes are from the back of McLaren Flat up near Hoffman's, and they've really gone for a different, more austere style of Chardonnay. So not the big oaky buttery type Chardonnays, though it has been through malolactic fermentation and a little bit of time in oak, but not a lot. So let's do the wanky thing. There's definite melons coming through. Maybe just a little hint of citrus, and right on the back of it, there's some lemon peel, not citrus, but the peel coming through. There's a minerality here that is just different to what I would consider to be the normal run-of-the-mill Chardonnay, and that lemon peel, bit of citrus comes through. So there's still some melons there. There is some oak. You can taste some oak there, but it is a subtle byplay of the whole thing. It's not overarching oak at all. Interestingly, it's not buttery. I expected maybe some buttery characters coming through, seeing it went through malolactic fermentation, but it's certainly not. And it's quite got an acidy, austere finish, so it's minerally on the back of the palate. Quite different for Chardonnay. You almost think you're drinking an acidy acid finish on a Riesling, and maybe with that citrusy peel feel. Maybe a bit of Similon in there, but no, it's a Chardonnay. And there's a good mouthfeel there, so it almost feels viscous in the mouth. This is not overly cold. It's only just a little bit cool. I don't like having my whites too cold, so then definitely masks the aromas. And that's being sold for, just let me check, that's being sold for $12 a bottle. So I think well worth $12 a bottle. The theme I got talking with the guys from Thorpe Wines yesterday was a constant theme of let's over deliver on the price, and I think they certainly have that here. Sure, Chardonnay is not the wine that it once was in terms of reputation and people just going out and buying it by the droves. However, I'd say this has a point of difference, so it's well worth trying from that perspective. But also, it's a wine that's worth drinking, definitely at that price point. $12 a bottle. I'd certainly have a few bottles of these over summer. Now, in terms of food, it's definitely a wine that you could have on its own. No problems with that at all. That long acidy finish with the minerality and the citrusy and all those sort of things would lend itself to lots of food. My mouth is salivating now just thinking about it. I A lovely big fresh cray would go well. Some fresh prawns, bugs, those type of general seafood would go perfectly well with that. As I said, that real minerality, acid finish would clear the palate as you're eating such seafood, and I think that would go down well. So the second wine is the Thorpe Wines McLaren Vale Shiraz 2008. It's being sold for $15 a bottle, and again, let's see if it over delivers on the price point. Doing the winky thing. You get the plum characters that you expect from McLaren Vale, the dark berries also coming through. But it's interesting talking with the crew yesterday. There's a definite view of that there is a terroir of their vineyards and comes through differently. And it was explained to me as a bit of an iodine type aroma coming through consistently on their wines, estate grown wines, and these are estate grown wines. And I must admit, when he said that, I really was puzzled. But after getting that, I don't know whether it's just the suggestion of it, but you do actually get this strong aroma that is not unpleasant, but I think I really do understand this iodine type characteristic. And there is a bit of cedar-ness coming through. This has had some oak treatment, but mainly older oak, a couple of years old, and it's had about 1 year in the oak, and there is just a hint of that vanilla cedar character coming through from the oak, but it's only just there, so certainly not overpowering. There's no oak monster here or anything like that, or what I can smell on the nose. Now straight away here, there's a hint of citrus in there, which I find quite unusual for a Shiraz. I've definitely tried it with the Nebbiolo wines, and you may have seen my review of the wines called the Neb, and very strong citrus coming through. But yeah, get some citrus coming through. There's not the normal pepper that you would get with McLaren Vale fruit. So you're getting the plums, of course, but it's more a nutmeg type character coming through as spiciness, and maybe some star anise coming through as well. So it's a very different spice structure, which to me is also saying a very clever use of the wood to not only do well with the wine, but also creating a slight point of difference. It's the oak is there. You can taste that vanilla-y character of the oak, but again, it's subtle. It's not overpowering at all. It's part of the mesh of the whole wine. It's all part of it. And at $15 a bottle, I would suggest, with the wines that I've tasted around McLaren Vale, this definitely over produces for the price. I could see this wine being sold as a $20 to $25 bottle of wine. But they've really gone for that $15 market. Yep, definitely drink this for $15. Now these guys, Thorpe Wines, are not really putting a lot of their wine into Australia. They do export most of their wine, and they are looking at just starting on into Australia. So if you're interested, check out their website, and from those two wines, it's definitely worth a try. So, that's all I have time for from Lonely Grape TV today. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I certainly did. And a thank you to the guys from Thorpe Wines for yesterday. And